Welcome to Coke Studios Season 2, the show that shines with original new music. I'm Nandi Madita, and tonight we have two mega fusions with superstars and raw unsigned artists. This studio is where all our stars get to record their brand new tracks. We film the process and show you how the song unfolded, the drama, the passion, and the drive that went into creating their hits. Coke Studio also understands the importance of music producers, and every hit needs their magic touch. In Season 2, you've already seen and will get to meet hitmakers such as Sketchy Bongo, Gemini Major, Tweezy, Heavy K, Demo, and many more superstar producers. On today's show, we feature two emerging young producers behind our exciting new fusions.
Tonight, raw unsigned artists Bergie Fresh and Lisa Good will be produced by raw producer M2, who will in turn be mentored by award-winning producer Sticky. Then AewonWolf will be doing a fusion with a raw star Jade, MacDonald, and raw producer YoungDLC. This is the week of new producers and bumper tracks.
At the Coke Studio Creative Space, Trey is waiting for two talented and eager raw artists, Bergie Fresh and Lisa Good. And this is where we'll be giving M2, a young emerging house producer, the chance to work with the legendary, amazing producer, Sticky. Trevor, have fun, Putwam.
Thanks for that, Nandi. Guys, welcome to Coke Studio. This is the world-class facilities where over the next 2 days, two artists are going to be coming together and creating a massive fusion that we're going to be enjoying and listening to. I'm ready to meet the two guys, so I'm going to introduce you to the first guy.
Hi guys, my name is Bergie Fresh. I'm 23 years old and I'm a studio recording artist.
You ready to make some music?
Yes, I am.
I've heard you're quite a versatile cat, man. You know, how does that stand you going into the whole collaboration that we're doing now?
It should make things a lot more easier for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm always willing to create something new, you know.
Lisa, are you here?
My name is Sandisiwe Lisa Ndonga, but they call me Lisa Good. I come from a very, very musical family. When we're together, we just like to sing, you know, wherever we are, whatever we're doing, we just start singing. I studied sound engineering, music technology, and after I got my diploma, I moved to Pretoria.
You ready to collaborate with Bergie Fresh?
Of course, fresh.
Just tell us a little bit about yourself, the kind of music that you do as well.
My music is more high energy, a lot of dancing and full, I guess, just fun.
So we're gonna have fun over the next 2 days?
Exactly.
Oh, okay, cool. And Bergie, you've done some collaborations with big names. You know, you've got Smashes. I know you've worked with MEG. You've done Maraza as well. Tell us, how does that help you going into another collaboration like this?
I'm always keen on something new that's gonna, like, you know, help me become a better creative, you know. So I'm looking forward to it a lot.
Have you done some collaborations before?
No, this is gonna be my first time.
My name is Masiwonge Mchali. My artist name is M2.
This is the guy you guys are going to be working with. Apparently last year you were here, but you were doing editing.
Yeah.
And now you're producing.
So last year, I was an editor on Coke Studio. And you know, me loving music, I sort of said, okay, cool, let me just let the guys know that I'm also into this kind of stuff. And so I did. And luckily enough for me, the guys really liked it, and so they invited me this year to be part of it.
I want to find out a bit about you guys.
I just like to, I don't know, a bit more dancing than, yeah.
Cool. And you, my bro?
As long as there's rhythm,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I want my process to kind of work with yours. So since it's a fusion, so there needs to be something that pulls you guys together. And I think it's the chorus in this sense.
When I came here in Coke Studio, I met Bergie Fresh. He's a hip-hop artist and M2 house producer.
Our raw producer M2 will be mentored by Sticky, the established and renowned producer famous for his work with AKA.
Coke Studio invited me into the big league and kind of dropped me right at the deep end. Different tempos, different style of music, very different artists as well. It's kind of a really good experience, but quite a daunting one, really.
Coke Studio decided to let M2 start the session on his own. Quite a challenge for an emerging producer. There's cameras and pressure and only 2 days to create a hit.
I'm a house producer, right? So these guys are, okay, one is a hip hop artist, quite different. The other one does EDM, but pop. It was a challenge.
It's now almost half a day since they started working, and they're way behind time.
So far, both of us are going this side and he's like going that side.
At that point, I'm like, really, okay, so now this is really the deep end, the dark side of it. You know, you don't want to have creative juices going away because it's hard to get them back again.
He gets how we feel.
I think it's a bit hard for him.
Ever cool and calm, Sticky arrives in the midst of the musical journey.
Out of the way. Yeah, get out of the way. Okay, let's do this. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, cool, man.
Cool, man. Hi, guys. How are you?
So Sticky came in as a producer who's, you know, well-versed in hip-hop, and he gave them what they liked. You know, we started having a song that had a feel of really the three elements that were in the room. I think now once we have a solid basis, you know, from Sticky, it will be easier for the guys to write on and for me to add on those elements that I feel should come on it.
The producer has got to understand the extremes, the desires, and then pull it all together into a song that pleases everyone.
We know Sticky because he's worked with AKA, he's worked with a lot of big heavyweights in South African music, and he was able to get things going at a quick pace. I hope he pulls it together. I'm gonna leave them just for a little bit so that they can get going without any distractions, and I'm gonna come back and check on them later.
If you leave me, then you know that I'ma hold you down.
The big lesson is allowing the other artists to come into my process so that we can understand each other, which is something that eventually happened towards the end, but it would have been great if we had started with that sort of confidence.
Right now, at least we know where it's heading.
It's gonna be interesting to see what's happening tomorrow, because now it's the end of the day. So from me, until then, I'm out.
After the break, AewonWolf and raw artist Jade MacDonald create a fusion with up-and-coming producer YoungDLC. But first, Bergie Fresh, Lisa Good, raw producer M2, and Sticky create a mega blaster.
It's the start of day 2, and the guys seem to have got it together after a very lackluster afternoon. I'm very interested to see what's happening in that studio, so let's go and check them out.
Sticky came in with a hip-hop trappy vibe.
Let me hear the music, come on.
What goes around, it comes back around. You know I got your back. You know that I believe and trust that I can please you. I got your back.
We kind of wanted to get to a space where everything was kind of flowing, you know. We knew we just recorded scratch voices, but we just wanted to see how everything is gonna be.
When I heard this new beat, I got too excited and I'm like, yeah, now this is what I'm talking about.
So I've just been in the studio with the guys, caught up. I found out that the energy is very high this morning. Everything looks to be going according to plan. Masi is really getting into it. He's taking control today. He wants to add a few elements of his own.
Yesterday, I took a voice note and I went home to my own studio. So I worked on something, and then this morning I came in with it. I put it on, Sticky came through, and he liked some of it. Right now the song is pretty much pumping. I'm very happy with like some of the elements that I came back from home with, my own studio. Some of them still exist in the song.
What's the plan?
Just when I finish with the chorus first thing, and then get through that.
So what's changed in the chorus, if anything?
There's an empty section we're adding to now.
What's happening in that section?
She's gonna sing.
Yeah, okay, sharp. If she's gonna sing, I'm cool with
She's
it.
gonna sing.
But you better sing nice, okay?
Sticky is a real producer. He's always on my case.
What's your statement? Is that the shoes, the blue shoes?
Yes, the blue shoes, man.
I actually realized something. We were having a chat about dress sense and producers. How important is it to you individually?
So I think brand awareness is important, like setting what works for you and moving with that.
As an artist, you always have to be on point.
For you, I can see obviously your hair is like your signature, you know.
Yeah.
That's like your standing point. That's how people recognize you.
I love boots. I have too many pairs of
Yeah,
boots.
you're
That's
right.
the thing. Yo, I love them too
So
much.
those are your two signatures,
Yes,
like your
yes,
stamps.
they
Okay,
are.
Lisa's good now.
I just don't want to be predictable. Like, so I always try and do something that I feel is a little bit challenging.
Style is crucial, but it's time to write and produce.
Today's focus was mainly just to get the vocals
out of the way.
Guess the beat got me excited, and we had to work hard because this is our last day.
What will happen is we'll do that take where it's the both of you guys singing together.
Why you teasing me? Burning me up when you're touching me.
The challenge that I was facing today was I've never done that kind of music ever.
You wanna hear that? I got your back. And pronounce your words, pronounce them better.
Now, this is the final touches, so Sticky is busy pushing the vocalist.
They don't know where we came from.
Today there's been a lot more speed.
I'll be feeling you when it comes to you. I got the energy, cause.
Aewon.
We've got a guitarist coming in, so there's gonna be a bit of that flavor coming in. The song is a fusion.
Fast Fingers Sunny Boy brings instrumental magic to the mix.
I can't wait to perform this song for my fans.
And the track right now is sounding super amazing. If you hear it, or when you guys get to hear it, you'll understand that I can sing now.
Listen closely and you'll recognize our theme tune. This song turned out so well that the producers remixed it for the title sequence music.
It's very important for me to play something that is natural to someone who's gonna listen to it here before we go there.
This experience with Coke Studio is kind of seeing it all come together, and throughout the process you just gotta keep in mind that it's about the music. It's what counts the most.
So it's been a roller coaster of emotions for the past 2 days. Yesterday went from up to down, back up again. Today they started off at 100 kilometers an hour. But we're finally at the point where the song is happening and it's done. And the only thing that's left to do is to watch them performing it. Over to you, Nandi.
Thanks, Che. Our artists had 2 days to create a brand new song. Well done, Sticky, M2, BergieFresh, and Lisa Good. Together, the artists, our emerging raw producer, and his mentor, Sticky, created a world-class track. What goes around, this is a hit.
What goes around, it comes back around. You know I got your back. You know that I believe and trust that I can please you. I got your back. Spin back to us, me boy, got me started right for them to mess up. What goes around, it comes back around. Dancing around.
When the paper runs out, who gon' look out?
We're gonna look out.
When the paper runs out, who gon' look out? Oh yeah,
We're gonna look out.
okay. Talking sheep, I gotta show him, so I gotta keep it going. If I make a move, I make you proud. You rollin' with me, better show them you proud. Just take a look at where we at.
They don't know where we came from.
Just take my hand as we enter the crowd. Me and you, guess we squad deep. Cross the ocean, should I go there? Where she sleep, over man, there's no sleep. To be honest with you, man, there's no sheets. To be honest with you, that's my inner freak. I just hope they can see what you see in me. No me make us swear this is really me. That's why we knock it out the roof. The boy be gone like boom.
Oh, you teasing me, bending me up when you're touching me.
Shish, I be feeling you. When it comes to you, I got the energy.
What goes around, it comes back around. You know I got your back. You know that I believe and trust that I can please you. I got your back. Swing back to us, me boy, got me started. Wrap it up to next side. What goes around, it comes back around. Dancing around.
When the paper runs out, who gon' look out?
We're gonna look out.
When the paper runs out, who gon' look out?
Baby, we're gonna look out. So we lay here on the ground, popping bottles like there's no tomorrow. They be tripping for what we have. Watching them haters, but no, they can touch us. They don't know it's just how we roll. If you need me, I'ma hold you down. We have something they don't have. Oh, it's good to know I got your back. We're flashing them swag we got. It don't matter what they say. We're fresh and we're good like that. Yeah, we're keeping it essay. Boy, you teasing me, burning me up when you're touching me.
I be feeling you. When it comes to you, I got the energy.
What goes around, it comes back around. You know I got your back. around, that comes back around, and you know I got your back. You know that I believe and trust that I can please you. I got your back. Swing back towards me, boy, get me sad. Right foot up to my side. What goes around, that comes back around, and dancing around that. What goes around, that comes back around, and you know I got your back. You know that I believe and trust that I can please you. I got your back. Swing back towards me, boy, get me sad. Right foot up to my side. What goes around, that comes back around, and dancing around that.
What goes around comes back around. Woo-wee! What a song, what a song. And man, every week we listen to this track. This opens up the show for Coke Studio. How does that feel?
Oh my word.
That's amazing.
Smash
It is
hit, right?
amazing.
Week after week we hear the song. Yeah, absolutely, right? What a riveting experience. How was it for you creating this track?
Honestly, it was amazing. I enjoyed working with Bergie and him. We just like everything was cool, amazing. It was kind of different for me because usually I don't do this kind of music. So it was a bit, what's the word? Tricky.
Yeah.
But then I ended up loving the song. So
Absolutely. And of course, you know, the version that opens up the show is more electronic. But this version had a bit of grunge and like African elements here and there.
we have to put that accent
We're
there.
trying to cover the whole of Africa.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, and you guys did it well. And I see my brother there in the corner, M2. Now, interesting story because you edited the show last year and apparently you have the secret talent that is not so secret anymore. That you're actually a producer and DJ.
Yeah, it's I think it's a thing of art.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm an artsy person and that's where the story ends really.
And how was it? That's in the story, and I like that. But how was it, just interestingly enough, how was it actually co-producing with someone like Sticky?
It was great. So like I'm usually a house person, but I mean, being into it with hip hop and you know this kind of stuff, I love it, and I love what's happening here with all the African elements and you know keeping it local. It's great for me.
Because this was something really different. Like I said, grunge meets hip hop. And then, guys, how, you know, you guys always have style and you're looking fresh as usual. Don't worry, looking
Shout out.
beautiful as always.
Thank you very much.
The boots,
Yeah.
the blue shoes, the
Hey.
boots. What's going on?
I'm a goat, so like, goat meaning greatest of all time. Not there yet, but I'm getting there. So these are like our sailor gear.
Wow.
Yeah, we're sailing the storm.
We love it. We love it. And yourself?
What he said.
Oh my God, I am not worthy. We love it. This is a night of young producers, rising stars, and megastars. Next up, we have another fantastic raw producer called YoungDLC from Zimbabwe. Coke Studio invited him to create a track with emerging star Jade, MacDonald, and Durban superstar AewonWolf. But first, we pop out to pay some bills.
Coming up, a season 1 hit with Moonchild and Uhuru. By the way, DJ Maporisa will be working with Trey's songs later in the series. Raw artist Jade MacDonald with recording star AewonWolf and YoungDLC, a Zimbabwean producer who's going to make waves. They have 2 days to create a hit. No pressure.
We're back. Welcome back to Coke Studio. Coming up, we have superstar AewonWolf working with the mesmerizing Jade MacDonald. But before that, let's play your hit back. Coke Studio created 34 banger tracks last year. Uhuru has dominated the sound in South Africa and influenced Africa and, of course, the world. Last season, they fused with Moonchild, and this is their smash hit, Ivila, and it's back. Famous sound was created by their producers. A producer is an extremely important element in the creative and studio environment, right? We're now on to the headline act of the evening, a fusion with the hitmaker AewonWolf of Durban's popular Wolfpack and Jade MacDonald, a singing sensation. And we're giving another young producer a shot at fame. It's Zimbabwe's YoungDLC. The pressure is on. Don't forget, they only have 2 days to create a song. Now over to Trey in the Coke studio, Engine Room.
Thank you, Nandi. Now, I just got into the studio and I'm told this guy is already here, straight from the plane into the studio. He's from Zimbabwe, he's a talented producer, diverse, and he's got so much swag as well. YoungDLC, what's up, brother? Are you good? You apparently started making music at the age of 9.
I actually started making music before 9, but my first song, I made it when I was 9.
Jade, are you around?
Hi, I'm Jade MacDonald, I'm 24, and I'm from Joburg, and I'm a singer. I am known for doing house music. What gets me excited is something soulful and like bluesy, but with like a current beat.
I've heard that you're a very diverse sort of a musician.
One of my trance songs actually got played by Armin van Buuren in Ibiza, yeah.
Hey, yo, AewonWolf.
Hi, this is AewonWolf. I'm a singer-songwriter from Durban. I started with music when I was very young. My father had a club in Lesotho. I used to apparently be in the DJ box and just mess around, but I started writing at probably the age 8, 9. My favorite songs, my biggest songs so far, I would say, depends on who you are. If it's older crowd, it's definitely A Week Ago. A lot of younger people like Walking and Dabbing. There's a couple of songs that are not even radio singles that people love, like She Loves Me with Nasty C or Kids with Chicana. I fell in love with music very young and nothing's changed since.
The only thing left to do, guys, is make the music.
The talented and popular AewonWolf and Jade MacDonald may be cool now, but both overcame numerous challenges.
Music is inspired by my personal experiences growing up because my music is very diverse. I attribute that strictly to the fact that I moved around so much. So I had to incorporate different lifestyles, different sounds constantly. It usually made me stick out and like I get picked on for it because I was always like into something different that everyone else was into.
I battled a lot in school. I couldn't read. I couldn't it was just like up until like grade 4, like I battled with like reading and English. Music has always been a very special place for me to escape and express how I feel.
At some point it switched. It was the weirdest thing. I used to get bullied for it and then it made me popular. But I'm happy that I had those different experiences. I also would like to make something that's radio friendly in terms of everybody listen to it. Like, for me, it's finding that ground between the clubs or the festivals and the person listening in their car at home.
And it's like feel good and like radio friendly. I
Yes,
know exactly
yeah.
what you're talking about, Joe.
Yeah.
Sorry to push you out of your
Nah,
comfort zone, I know.
It's cool. Something which can be like...
Now we talk.
Yeah, this is,
Now
see,
we're
this is
talking.
like, yeah, we're going on the
Put that
right track,
TikTok.
yeah. We basically getting thrown in the deep end. But I mean, working with such incredible artists, I feel so privileged. Even if I'm not in my comfort zone, I want to learn from everything.
There's nothing better for me than having a song that you're proud of. I just wanted to do that with someone new. Working with someone new that I'm not familiar with is getting out of my comfort zone.
Sometimes the best ideas come from the ideas that you don't really think work.
DLC, I mean, he's very talented. He's very quiet and reserved, but he's got a lot of like oomph, and you can hear the beats, and he's got a lot to tell.
Change to like...
You can see that he puts a lot of passion into his work. I respect that a lot.
He can dance, man.
Have you come up with any sort of concrete ideas as to the direction that you guys want to take?
We're gonna let him have his freedom, and then once he's done with the beats, we can translate what his music's saying.
This is actually my first collaboration.
YoungDLC accidentally walked into the Coke Studio creative space and played his tracks to the producers. The rest is history. His talent blew them away.
With day one, personally, I was worried because I think DLC felt like he was being limited, held back a little bit because I know he's very heavy with the EDM.
I think Aewon, Wolf, and myself, we wanted to do something that would appeal to like all the markets. So DLC sat and like started creating a track by scratch.
I like working very quickly in terms of like going straight into like the making of the song and the lyrics and all that stuff. So it's difficult for me to like sit back and just listen and, you know, like vibe like that.
It's a very different experience because you have to open yourself up with, you know, everyone here and watching you and, you know.
This is YoungDLC's first collaboration. He's so eager to please that he almost forgets to communicate his ideas to his stars. So Trey mentors YoungDLC.
They need to find something, and then, you know, once they get ideas going, then you can start playing around, doing arrangement. Still got the song going, you can still feed into it.
Yeah, I just decided that, okay, let's do something which is more friendly to the ear.
I'm feeling like I'm lovesick, and I'm breaking it down. Wanna feel I'm alive, but you ain't got coming down on the side. Got me feeling like I'm lovesick when you set in your ways, but I'm breaking all down, and I wanna feel like I'm breaking.
Then,
and it feels like we're worlds apart. Maybe that's because we both stars. Basically right now, like trying to figure out melodies and what sounds right. So I have what I'm trying to say, and now I'm just trying to translate it and make it like the same language as the music. Man, I hate it when there's feelings involved.
Now you got me holding onto something that...
my writing process is now just basically sitting with a verse and trying to get lyrics.
You guys have had a very good day.
So far we have, I think, 3/4 of the song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we've got an arrangement, we've put some verses on it. Now we're just left with the hook. So we just have to, I think we should go home, think about it, and come up with a solid hook, because a hook is like important for a song.
And then
something.
You sing.
I like it, yeah.
So we're at the end of the first day between Aewon Wolf, Jade, and YoungDLC. YoungDLC got a little bit preoccupied with making the music, but after a chat, he was able to re-engage the artist. Tomorrow, we're gonna watch it all go down. From me, I'm out of here. Peace.
After the break, YoungDLC, Aewon Wolf, and Jade MacDonald have one day left to come up with a banger they can all be proud of.
Day 2, Aewon Wolf, Jade MacDonald, YoungDLC. Let's go.
What has happened since yesterday, I just added some more spice.
And we're just hoping that he hasn't changed the track too much.
Taking everyone by surprise, raw producer YoungDLC displays why Coke Studio has so much faith in him.
But now this was like another element altogether.
Yeah, I put those vocal shots.
What DLC did last night was pretty amazing. Like the bridge, the new bridge that he added there was
Yeah, it makes the song alive. Like, it's like coming together so nicely. I can't believe what he's done in a night. Me and AewonWolf are so happy.
And I just wanna feel that something is real. And I just start to think that you don't know me.
What we wrote is genuine, and what more could an audience want than that?
This is definitely a place of experience. Every song that I make always comes from a place of experience.
Being in this industry can be very hard on a relationship.
You got that moment where you just decide, okay, is it working? It's not working. Why is it not working? I don't know why it's not working. Is it her or is it me? I don't know. You get confused with love.
Like, you love each other, but at the end of the day, is it worth all the fighting?
I think we're ready to record.
I don't want to do too much shit. Just keep it simple.
Yeah,
like.
keep it simple.
Okay, yeah, we ready?
Engineer, we ready.
Hi, it's your boy Wilson here again. I'm here with the maestro. I'm just helping out with vocals.
Yeah.
Sing? Just sing, sing, please.
Summertime and living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high.
I mean, Jade is a gem. She's such a sweet girl. There's nothing bad I could ever say about Jade. Like, she's really a sweet girl, and she's got like a really good vocal. Like, her vocal is amazing. So I'm feeling very good about the collabo.
Nice. Do whatever you want to do, then we now are going to select what we think is the best.
Okay.
So.
Performing the song, man, we got a dance sequence already for the song. The song is done. Like, I don't know any other fusion that's got a dance sequence that naturally came out from the song.
Our energy in studio is gonna show on stage, and that's what I'm really excited for people to see.
I'm excited to perform this one.
Well done to YoungDLC, Jade MacDonald and AewonWolf for pushing their passion to new heights.
It just sounds really cool. It's all of our styles put together. I didn't think that it would be possible, but it's like, I think it just shows us off very well. So I'm loving it.
They have fused their personalities, their genres, and their stories into a mega merger. Coke Studio is so proud of them.
So our artists have had 2 days to come up with a trailblazer, and I can say we definitely have a surprise for you. Only question is it rock? Is it hip-hop? Is it soul? Let's find out. Nandi, over to you.
Thank you so much, Trey. Now, this is so exciting. 2 stars and an up-and-coming producer had 2 days to create a massive dance track. They experienced love, passion, highs and lows, and like all great masters, it takes frustration and passion before the creative juices flow. And here are Jade MacDonald, AewonWolf, and the YoungDLC right here in Coke Studio. This is Runaway.
Now you got me holding onto something that it's not, sliding into something we both knew but never really got. I guess it's hard when you made it, don't have time to sit around.
And I don't know what you're looking for, maybe you can figure it out when I'm not around. So we're stuck in this moment, and I don't know how to show it. I don't know where we're going when your love starts running away. Hey, hey, when your love starts running away. Hey, hey, let it go.
And I just wanna feel that something is real, and I'm just starting to think that you don't
worlds apart. Maybe that's because we both stars. And I ain't never been the type to show my heart. Let me stop before it's too far. And you don't get why it's so hard. I've been at war, I got too many scars. I don't know how we got where we are. Man, I hate having feelings involved.
So we're stuck in this moment, and I don't know how to show it. I don't know where we're going. When your love starts running away, hey, hey. When your love starts running away, hey, hey.
Let it go.
And I just wanna feel that something is real. And I'm just starting to think that you don't know me. The only way to love me is setting me free. Before my love starts running away. Hey, hey, it starts running away. Hey, hey, it starts running away. Hey, hey, it starts running away. Hey, hey.
Let it go. Let it go.
And I just wanna feel that something is real. I just don't, you don't know me. The only way to love me, baby. Before my love starts running away. Hey, hey, it starts running away. Hey, hey, it starts running away. Hey, hey, it starts running away. Hey, hey.
What a song, what a track. After the break, Nandi catches up with stars AewonWolf and Jade MacDonald, and Trey hits the road in search of hit makers Kyle Deutsch and Angola's Landrick.
Amazing. Well done, guys. Nkaya, fellow Durbanites.
Yeah.
First of all, how are you not distracted doing a fusion with this beautiful Jade MacDonald? Because I don't know if I could focus.
Life is so hard just being next to her, man.
Life is tough, right? But in all seriousness, of course, she's a talent. How was the experience as a whole?
No, it's been really good. It's been, eye-opening experience working with new talents that are from a different city, and they're really dope. Yeah.
Absolutely. Shout out to YoungDLC. Interesting story how you became a part of this, of course. I mean, you were randomly looking for Mikasa in studio, and then all of a sudden they heard your tracks and were like, you are talented. I mean, things like that happen right here in Coke Studio, right?
Yeah.
It's all about collaboration and, of course, just meeting new people. So, unexpected fusion, but absolutely incredible, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You guys make me so proud. And by the way, you're a lawyer too, so I know you take your stuff seriously. You're not playing around, right? Now, Jade, I want to ask you, how was it working with megastar AewonWolf?
It was just such an honor because I think both of you guys have such awesome energy, and even though we all got thrown into styles that maybe we weren't really that confident with, but we just worked so well together, and I would definitely work with you guys again, like any day.
Absolutely. So unexpected, but so beautiful. Congratulations, guys. Remember, all you guys at home, all our fusions can be downloaded from cokestudio.co.za. And thanks to the talented AewonWolf, Jade MacDonald, and earlier in the show, we saw BergieFresh and Lisa Good with producer Sticky. And a special thanks to our emerging producers M2 and, of course, the YoungDLC. Well done, guys. But before we say goodnight and farewell, Trey has been sent on a journey of discovery throughout this talented and beautiful country. And yes, he's going to be bringing talented raw artists and megastars. This should be interesting.
Coke Studio is about collaborations and making hit songs. So I'm on a journey of discovery. I'm on my way to find Landrick. He's a very talented artist from Angola, and I'm gonna try to convince him to get on a track in Coke Studio. So the producers extend an invitation for you to come out to Coke Studio.
No, there's no way.
So we're in Kempton Park in the East Rand to see Big Star. Yeah, how are you, bro? the producers, and they're trying to get you in the studio for 2 days. They've got Kyle Gage.
Okay. But we're on the way to see somebody that's got quite a bit of thunder in the Durban scene, Kyle Gage.
I would really like it if you came onto the show Coke Studio to do this collaboration with this dope artist.
Can I let you know? I have to let you know.
No, you
now.
need to tell me right now, bro. I need
Now?
to know. Yeah, I need to leave with the answer and make sure that it's done. I can't go back to, the studio without having an answer.
Coke Studio remains inspiring, entertaining, creative, and original.
Next week on Coke Studio, we have another cross-border banger. Angola's big star, Landrick, will be creating a fantastic fusion with Ash, South Africa's master of melody and cool. Zimbabwe's Mr. Click Click Camera will be bringing the sensual Pan-African sizzle to the mix. Then, back to the beach star, Kyle Deutsch meets, greets, and creates with Big Star. This is a big song with big names. Our stars have 2 days to create new, original music, and they work it. Peace.
What goes around it comes back around it. You know I got your back. You know that I believe and trust that I can please you. I got your back. Swing back to West, me boy, got me started. Wrap it up to next side. What goes around it comes back around it. Dancing around it.
When the paper runs out, who will look out?
We gon' look out.
When the paper runs out, who will look out?
Hey, we gon' look out. So we lay here on the ground, popping bottles like there's no tomorrow.
Coke Studio. Produced by Good Noise Production.